Welcome to my Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. All right. Today is a beautiful Sunday episode. Well, not that beautiful. It's kind of raining today. But, other than that, it's a beautiful day for a podcast. I got a crazy thread for you guys today. Today's thread is, what's the craziest story you've heard of a couple breaking up? All right. So let's get right on into it. Before we do, I'd like to make one super duper quick announcement. The Linktree link and some of the links in my descriptions were not working, and I did not know that for the longest time. I do apologize for that. We got it all fixed. There is a new link you guys notice is down there. If you are enjoying the Haunting Adeline episodes, or you don't know what the Haunting Adeline episodes are, then go ahead and click that link. It'll take you to a playlist. Even if you're on Spotify, I have a playlist on YouTube if you're a YouTube watcher. But if you're a YouTube watcher, the playlist is on the YouTube channel. If you're a primarily audio listener, I got you. There is a playlist for Spotify as well. So that way you guys can listen to all of the Haunting Adeline episodes that we've done from the beginning up until last Thursday. So if you guys want to catch up on that, or, get some episodes that you haven't gotten, or, if you just don't want to scroll through all of my episodes to just find the Haunting Adeline episodes, I have that there for you guys. So that link will be in there. Click that, it'll take you straight to it, and I'll be updating it every week, so that way you guys have all of the newest episodes as they come out. So just wanted to get that quickly out of the way. I do apologize for that. I did not know that those links were not working. Some of you people in the comments were like, hey, the link is not working, I can't use it, so on and so forth. So I looked into it, fixed it, got it all fixed. It took like a whole day to fix it, but I did it. So we're all good. Let's get into the thread. All right. What's the craziest story you've heard of a couple breaking up? All right. Newly married woman, a teacher at a local school, cheated on her husband, also a teacher at the same school, with the principal. Whoa. Oh, shit. They got caught in the act on school property. Both their careers ruined, and probably ruined the husband's life. Yo. She was fucking the principal. And then to make matters worse is they got caught at school doing it. Oh, dude. I don't think I would ever be able to go to work again. How would I be able to show my face there knowing my wife got smashed out by the principal? Oh, damn, man. Two of my old high school friends grew up and got married. Both are women. Turns out one was verbally and or physically abusing the other, and the victim divorced her and married her abuser's father. They're still together? So she got married because, it's a verbally and physically abusing relationship. I get that. Understandable. But then you go and marry his dad?
Bruh.
What? Yo, that's crazy. Okay. I mean, I guess that's one way to get back at somebody. Jesus Christ. Husband was eating breakfast when he noticed a new tattoo on his wife's wrist. It was the name of her new boyfriend. She also would drive down toll roads in his car without paying. When the bills came in, she threw them away. He was on the hook for thousands of dollars when he figured it out. What? Oh. No, you can't. No. What kind of chick did you marry? Who the fuck is this? Bro, whose man's is this? She got a tattoo of the new dude that she's dating. What the? You never thought to get a tattoo of maybe like your husband's name, like the guy that married you and wanted to? Okay, maybe not. Like, what the, like, who is this dude for you to get a tattoo? And then on top of that, you take his car and you go just rack up a bunch of tickets at the toll booth. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Who the fuck did you marry, bro? Golly. Well, my ex broke up with me at the beginning of a 10-hour flight. We lived together and his mother picked us up from the airport. Bro. Why would you break up with somebody at the beginning of a 10-hour flight? Like, what the fuck? That must have been the worst 10-hour flight of that person's entire life. Like, dude, I think this is a girl, so the dude broke up with her. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? You know that you have a 10-hour flight and you're going to make that flight even worse for you and your partner. Like, damn, man. Okay. That is crazy. You could have done that, at a different time. Heard this one from my old hairstylist. She had a female friend who was dating this guy who had a pet pig. Okay. It was huge, like a full-grown pig. The pig hated the women and pushed her out of bed to take her place next to her boyfriend. One day, she had enough and told him, "It's the pig or me." He told her that the pig was there first, so he dumped her and stayed with the pig. Man, that must have been a blow to her self-esteem. What the fuck? Where do you guys live? Where this nigga's got a pig? I mean, maybe, he lives in like the Midwest or something like that. I don't know. But it's like, what in the fuck? And then you're over here giving this nigga the ultimatum, like, it's either me or the pig. Like, bro, of course he's going to choose the pig. Like, come on, man. What the hell is going on here? Who do y'all be dating, man? Like, golly. Like, does she see, like, this man with a pig and think, oh, I can make this work. You know what I mean? Like, is that what she was thinking? Is that what was going through her head? Because, I mean, I know for me, I'm like, if a girl had a pig, I don't know. If it was like a little baby pig, if it was one of those little ones, they're like the size of a dog, then cool. But if it's like a big ass fucking pig, I'd be like, oh, I don't know about all that. Like, man. A truck driver gets married. He and the wife buy a nice house. He's on the road paying for it. One day he comes home and the wife is gone and 6 months of bills and a foreclosure notice is on the table. For 6 months, she took every dollar he made and kept it for herself until she eventually split with all of his money. No way. Oh, dude. And he's over here just on the road like, man, I can't wait to get back to my girl. She's all up in the house that, we got together. Like, yeah, life is good. He gets home and just everything is just crumbled. And he trusted her. He loved her. Damn, bro. Oh. That's heartbreaking, man. A couple in the Blue Mountains west of Sydney, climbers indoor and outdoor. They climbed all day, every day. It was their life. He left her because he was at level 45 and she was at level 41. Can't remember the numbers, but I remember they were close. She was holding him back, so adios. Okay. All right. He was like, girl, you hold me back on this climbing shit, so I'm going to have to dump you. Like, all right. Like, I don't know why that would be a reason to dump somebody. I don't know. All right, man. The pretty girl in my class got married and had a kid with a decent guy. She was cheating on him with another local dude. Oh, married dude found out and went to comfort the other guy. Other guy shot at him. hit him in the back. Married guy escaped but dies on the side of the road from gunshot. Shooters claim self-defense and got off. Victim's family told wife and dude to get out of the town or they would get wasted. She took the kid and left town with the guy. Feel bad for the kid living with their dad's killer. Far as I know, the wife has never returned. What the fuck? That is crazy. All he went to go do was just to confront dude, like, yo, what the hell is going on? Like, why are you sleeping with my wife? Blah, blah, blah. Homeboy was like, man, I ain't got time for these games. And homeboy's like, what the fuck? And then he claims self-defense. He gets off, and then he threatens the guy's family, like, oh, if you guys do anything, I'm going to end all y'all. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, like, that is... Whoo! Hey, man.
She belongs to the streets.
But he didn't have to die for that, though. You know what I mean? Like, dude... A couple had been dating since middle school, stereotypical teen sweethearts. Everyone thought they'd get married. One day, she isn't at school and she isn't doing great. She tried to end herself that night before, and he wouldn't say anything about it. It was odd since she had no history of depression and was an all-around happy person. She finally starts talking to people, and what happened gets out. Her boyfriend had been fucking her mom from the beginning. The whole relationship destroyed her parents' marriage. Dude ended up having to go to a different school over the drama and hate he got. What? Okay, so they had been dating since middle school. So what was it just like? The mom was just like, oh, I've been watching you grow up and I've just been seeing how young, strapping young man you become. You know, I just want your mushroom tip. And he was like, oh, word? Oh, really? Damn. Oh, yeah. I'm so down. You know, like, what? But apparently she said that they've been doing it since the beginning. So it's like, was she smashing a middle school kid? You know, like, that kind of raises... I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I could see why that would depress the shit out of her. You know, why she'd feel like, man, you know, fuck this dude. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, that makes sense. You know, why she would be that depressed where she's just like, I want to end myself. Like, what the hell is going on here? Like, my man is over here doing it with my mom. And, you know, like... I don't know why she felt like she couldn't just dump dude. I don't know. I guess that's how she was dealing it, but goodness. All right. I don't know if they broke up, but this was how someone found out her pilot husband was cheating on her. Oh shit. When a family in Canada adds a child, they receive a monthly tax benefit. It's a monthly payment dependent on your income, but for a while there was one that wasn't... Hold on. It's a monthly payment depending on your income, but for a while, there was one that wasn't income tested. It was universal. Mrs. Pilot got a higher than normal check, so she called our revenue agency to check. They said it was for a baby girl. Oh, Mr. Pilot or blank Pilot born this date. What happened was her husband had a kid with someone else. Oh shit. Other woman gives the baby Pilot's last name and lists him as father, and the payment accidentally gets added to the wrong file. Holy shit. Dude, this man had a whole nother family. He wasn't just dating and fucking the stewardess and all that kind of... Nah, this man had a whole other family. Whole other wife and kid, all that. All about... He probably had another house, everything. Like, yo, that is crazy. Bro is out here doing the most. And the wife is just like, wow, this check is a lot bigger than... Hold on. hey, I got like, $800 more on my check or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And they're just like, oh no, that's not a mistake. You guys have another child on file, so and so. He's like, what? That's crazy. And then it's funny because this wasn't told from the point of view of like the husband or the wife. It was told from the person that deals with the money and all that kind of stuff. So they out here spilling the tea. I was like, yo, that's crazy though. This one couple I know would purposely break up in public and then make each other jealous by flirting with strangers before they eventually get back together. Like they would just ego trip on getting attention from another person before deciding they were too afraid to lose the other. It was kind of fun to see which one of them would get more jealous of the other, although whenever the guy was winning, she would be a scary level of pissed. Dude, what? What kind of relationship is this? Who gets in a relationship like this? Like they do this for fun. Like this is planned out for them. They're just like, oh yeah, this is a great idea. Like this is a great idea. Like, oh yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fucking, we're gonna break up in public and make it a big spectacle, and then we're gonna go talk to other people, and then once like it gets too serious with the other person or the other people or whatever, we're just gonna get back together with each other, and everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, they broke up, oh it was crazy, da 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 da, and then they're like, oh my god, they're back together, oh my god, da 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 da. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? What kind of relationship is this? Is this what dating has gotten into now? Like, what the fuck? Who does this? Aside from these crazy ass loony people, what the oh my god. It just makes no sense. What kind of future do you have with a person like that? I don't get it. Okay. I guess if that makes them happy, it makes them happy, but what the fuck, man? Friend was an underwater welder. Terrible job, but pays well. They won't let you work after a certain age, though. Friend and partner had bought an amazing house in the Philippines near where he worked. And every dollar was now going into his retirement savings because the career was so time limited. Work was a couple weeks out at sea and then a couple weeks back and so on. One day he gets home from a shift, discover his partner has sold the house and put all proceeds as well as all the contents of there's like his savings into her parents' name, and then bugged out. Yes, she had been cheating on him. My friend tried, but couldn't get any substantial money back due to everything having been in both their names and nothing obvious in the ex-partner's account anyway. The in-laws were somehow untouchable, so he was close to retiring and living the sweet life in comfort and a glorious home he owned outright, to being nearly washed out of his career and also totally penniless. He moved back to Canada and lived in a crowded shared house with a bunch of 20-somethings and started from scratch as a construction worker at 40. Damn. You and that what was it? The truck driver, man. That's crazy. Over here trusting a woman that you love, like, oh, we're going to have this future together. Everything's going to be great. He trusted her, and this is what he gets? Like that. Yeah, and it's so crazy because a lot of times it's like, it's these women that be like, where are all the good men at? And it's like, bitch, this is the type of shit you do. Like, what do you mean where all the good men at? You get you one that's got a good job, put you in a house, doing all, like, bro, she probably didn't even have to work. You know what I mean? Same thing with the truck driver's wife. They probably did not have to work. And the fact that they're doing all this, it's like, for what? What are you doing? You got the thing, I don't know what it's called, but you got the relationship that all women are looking for, the guy where they, if they want to work, they can work. If they don't want to work, they don't have to work. They're in a house. They got a guy with a nice job. You're attracted to him. I guess I guess these guys aren't as attractive. And it was a thing where they're just like, I'm just going to be with him, for his money, or I'm going to be with him for this, for that. And then once, I get what I need out of it, then I'm just going to dip. Maybe that's what it was, because, dude, that is so sad. And that's so upsetting, the fact that they take advantage of these kind of guys. And then it sucks because, not only do these guys have to start all over again, but it's a thing where they're never going to be able to trust a woman ever again. Like, imagine getting that fucked over, where it's like you build this life for this woman and all she has to do is just sit there, retrieve the money, pay the bills, and be done. That's it. That's all you have to do. Nothing more. And then you come home and it's just like everything's destroyed. It's like, dude, we're going to do like 4 more. This is a juicy thread, I ain't going to lie to you. I had an old coworker who almost retired and did one of those DNA kits with her husband. He was an M&A consultant who traveled for work for at least 2 decades. They found out that he had fathered 3 kids that were now adults. Oh, shit. Who knows how many more. She divorced him after 42 years of marriage. I remember her crying in the office very vividly. Dude, 3 kids? Damn. This motherfucker was just spreading seed. Like, God damn. This man had 3 adult kids out in the world that were at least 20 years old. That's crazy. Yo, these dudes out here with these double, triple, quadruple lives. Like, bro, what do you guys be doing? For what? Golly. They be having these crazy lives, man. Dude was 22, girl was 19, guy lived in Seattle, girl lived in Mississippi. They met online and fell in love. Guy would fly down every month or 2 to take her out and spend time with her and her family. He would bring her family gifts every visit. Her family is absolutely adored. Yeah, her family is absolutely adored guy. Hoping he'd marry their daughter, one of the cutest and most perfect couples ever. Just a romance out of a Disney movie. Almost 2 years later, guy decides it's time, packs his bag, and drive across the country to move closer to her. They were both super excited. She was his whole world and his future. Less than a week after moving, girl cheated on and left a guy for someone with a perm and Harry Potter glasses. Guy drowned himself in alcohol and ended up taking his own life a few months later. He was my best friend. He didn't deserve that. Just a wild situation to break up in. No way. This dude was just so happy. He would fly out there. He loved her. Her parents loved him. They were like, please marry our daughter. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna marry your daughter. He gets into the position to, move closer to her, potentially marry her. And then out of nowhere, she's just like, oh, yeah, I'm kind of not excited anymore about us dating and all that kind of stuff. And dude just, she belongs to the streets. Oh, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I wonder if she feels bad about it. You know what I mean? Like, you could have just told bro. You know what I mean? Before he went ahead and because I'm sure he quit his job. He sold his place. He did everything. He looked at it like, bro, I have nothing to go back to. I have nothing to go back to. Like, everything was riding on me moving out to where I'm moving to and making a life there to be with you. And that's probably why he did it, because he looked at it like, I have nothing to go back to. Nothing at all. Like, damn, man. Oh, poor thing, man. Poor thing. All right. 3 more. Friend of mine walked in on her boyfriend sucking his brother's dick. Huh? As in the boyfriend's brother, as in incest. While trying to de-escalate the situation, yeah, good luck with that. Her boyfriend said it wasn't really incest because They were both men, so they couldn't have a baby.
Bruh.
What? Bro, you're still what? You're still having oral sex with your brother. That's gross. What the? She was completely horrified and disgusted. He kept texting her, trying to apologize and begging her to come back. Why would she go back after seeing, man? Imagine going on a date with her, bro. She's just like, oh, I just got out of a relationship. And you're just like, oh my God, you know what happened? She was like, I caught him sucking his brother's dick. And you're just like, really? You're not lying to me? This is a joke, right? She's like, no, I'm dead serious. No, I caught him. Yeah. Yeah. I don't, it'd be so hard to believe it, but I would just I'm sure she would say it with such a straight face and such conviction. You would kind of have to believe her and be like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Hey, that's crazy. And then he's over here trying to get her back. Like, what the fuck? She shared everything with us in the group chat. Dude was insane. I mean, hey, okay, you motherfuckers crazy out here, man. God damn. All right, two more. I have a friend who was very insecure in high school, like very insecure. She was dating a guy and accidentally farted in front of him. She was so embarrassed that she broke it off immediately. What the? So she was like, oh my God. Oh, no, don't worry about it. It's cool. No, look, I can't do this anymore. No, we're done. Nope, I can't even be in this relationship anymore. Like, what the fuck? Like, huh? Like, how does that make? I would be standing there as the guy, like, dude, you just farted. Who cares? Like, it's natural. It's normal. It happens. Everybody farts. You know? Everybody poops. It happens. Like, what the fuck? You know? Now it'd have been even worse if, like, they were having sex and she queefed, and then she's just like, oh my God, yep, no, I can't do this anymore. And you're just like, what? You know what I mean? Like, that's what makes me think, like, it could have been. I don't think that she broke up with him because of that. I think she just needed a reason to break up with him, if I'm being honest with you. That's really what it seems like. Because what girl fucking breaks up with a dude over a fart? Like, what the hell? Come on, man. Like, I understand being a little embarrassed. You know, I understand it being a little, you know, silly thing that you guys laugh about later on, whatever the case may be. But I don't see any reason to break up with a person over that. What the heck? All right. Oh, okay. Yes. All right. Is it two more? I think it's two more. I don't know. We'll do two more just in case. Oh me, my whole life changed in a moment. I had just had my 6th anniversary with my husband. Our child was 5. I sent him to work with a kiss. By 11:15, I have found a video from a hidden camera in our bathroom showing my 14-year-old niece nude. By 11:20, I had called the police and had emotionally separated from my ex. I was shocked when I realized he wouldn't go to jail that day. I figured out how to get him to agree to stay with his parents. I let him come get whatever he wanted, but I called his dad to come pick him up. The next day, I got protective orders and he never came home again. He's in prison and will be a sex offender for life. Whoa. He set up a hidden camera in the niece's room to like catch her. Wow. That is crazy. Like, you think you know somebody and then all of a sudden it's just like they show you the darkest side possible. Wow. I mean, he kind of got what he deserved, if I'm being honest with you. You know, dude kind of deserves to be in prison, and now he's, you know, on the sex offender list. Like, bro, wow. That's crazy, man. All right, this is going to be our last one from this juicy ass fucking thread, man. Golly, this thread has been juicy. Story told by a friend. Guy and girl meet online, both married in different countries. Wait, hold up. What? Guy meets girl online, but they're both married in different countries?
What?
Huh? What? No, come on, man. What the fuck? Okay. All right. Guy was in US, girl was in Australia. For over a year, they talked, developed emotional bonds, and built their whole lives around getting out of the situation they were in with their respective spouses, and did so. The whole plan was the guy was going to move from the US to Australia to be with her, and after all that destruction, they met. There was no physical chemistry. Oh, not sure if it was him or her. Wow. Oh, man. Hey, it's that karma, baby. It's that karma. I be telling y'all. That karma know how to get you, man. God, that karma was like, oh, okay. Yeah, you wanna do your partners wrong like this? I got something for you. Motherfuckers. I got something. Destroyed their lives. Now they're single and just don't know what to do with themselves. Especially him, because he moved to Australia for this girl. So now he's just up in Australia like, fuck, Probably bought a one-way ticket and everything, thinking like, oh, this is gonna be the shit. Like, everything's gonna be great. And nope. Fucking failed. That's crazy, bruh. Man, that is going to end today's thread. God, that was a juicy thread. Golly, man. I couldn't be more happier with that thread. My goodness, that was a crazy thread. That one actually got sent in to me by someone on TikTok, so thank you for that. That thread was crazy. My goodness. We're going to hop into announcements, then we're going to get into our scenarios for today. Patreon.com/Am I the Asshole podcast. $3 a month gets you an exclusive episode, as well as the ability to write in your own scenarios to be featured on Tuesday and Sunday shows. If you're an audio listener, keep downloading the podcast. I've been seeing the numbers go up, and I thank you guys so much for all that support, and I appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving. Please keep rating the podcast. 5 stars is preferable. We've been getting a lot of ratings in, and I'm really enjoying that. So thank you guys so much for the ratings. 5 stars is preferable. If you guys want to help on the free 99 side of things, Instagram as well as TikTok, follow us over there. The Linktree link actually works, so you guys will be able to get in there. Click the Linktree link, go to all our socials. There will be different clips on Instagram than there are on TikTok. Reason being is because TikTok, for some reason, doesn't like certain, stories that I cover, and they're like saying some BS, so they'll mute it, or they won't, push it out to people, or whatever the case may be. So Instagrams will have a little bit of different stories than TikTok does, but for the most part, I try to keep them the same. That way, if you're more Instagram user than you are a TikTok user, I got you on both ends. So follow us there. If you want to help out even more on the free 99 side of things, we have youtube.com/Am I the Asshole podcast, or hit the link tree and go to YouTube. Subscribe there. That does help. Even if you don't watch over there, hitting the subscribe button is completely free, and it totally helps the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. The links actually work. We have a new link down there that is for the playlist for Haunting Adeline. If you're primarily an audio listener, I got you on a Spotify playlist. If you are primarily a YouTube user, I do have a YouTube playlist for you guys. So if you guys have been loving Haunting Adeline, I got you on that. And then, as we do different books going further in the year and so on and so forth, I'll make other playlists for those books and stuff like that. But without further ado, let's get into our scenarios for today's show. We have our first one. It is, what the fuck is wrong with society nowadays? All right, so a guy I am dating wants to cream pie me. All right. It's giving me weird vibes, and I'm just 23. He says I could be a good mom and that our babies will be mixed since I'm a Latina. I am a sexual assault survivor. and I told him to not. I told him to not be this fast. Okay. I don't think he understands since he is hypersexual. He also disagrees with using a condom. He thinks skin on skin is better feeling and doesn't want me to use birth control. No matter what he says, I am going on birth control. It is okay to say what I think of this situation about. Oh, is it okay? Hold on. Is it okay to say what I think of this situation about using a condom? Am I the asshole? No, you are not. I don't know why you ladies let dudes just like dictate your body sometimes. For me, I would never, and I mean ever, tell my girl that you have to go on birth control, or you can't be on birth control, or I'm not going to wear a condom. Like, there's no fucking way. If she wants me to wear a condom, that's what we're doing. If she doesn't want to be on birth control, then that's what we're doing. Like, bruh, why do you guys stay with these dudes? That right there should tell you, oh, this ain't the guy for me. If I'm being honest with you, this guy is nothing but just bad decisions. He wants to do what is going to be good right now. He's not thinking about the repercussions in the future. Like, dude, he knows if you get pregnant, he ain't going to be there to take care of that baby. And then you're going to be a single mom, and then you're going to be upset and be like, what the fuck? Because you decided to stay with this fucking idiot and you let him dictate what you do with your body. I'm like, why do you guys stay with these dudes? Seriously. Like, what the fuck is going on here, man? I look at it like, dude, it's her body. It's her choice. I'm not going to tell her what she's going to do with it. And if she wants to be on birth control, cool. If she doesn't want to be on birth control, cool. If she wants to wear a condom, cool. It is what it is, man. And then for the guys, it's like, bro, you're smashing. Like, who cares? Who cares if it's with a condom or not, my guy? That's why they have super thin condoms and all that kind of stuff, man. Like, come on, man. Come on now. Like, that's just crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. You need to dump that nigga and quick. Because that's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? That's just ridiculous. All right, on to our next one. Am I the asshole for being upset because my boyfriend drove my car intoxicated? Oh, shit. Okay. Me, 20 female, my boyfriend, 20 male, of 1.5 years, was recently in a pretty wrecked car crash. It wasn't his fault, but nonetheless, he had an accident. It was his first car and first accident ever. Ever since the accident, he's been using my car to get back and forth to work and do various tasks. My car is 2000, so it's pretty... Oh, okay, it's pretty old, but I keep it in tip-top shape because it's the only car I own. Last night, I texted him telling me he was... Last night, he texted me telling me he was going to play pool with some coworkers, and I said, okay, be safe. Keep in mind, I know he's going to a bar, but he hasn't drank to my knowledge any other time since. I tell him to never drive intoxicated whatsoever. At 12 o'clock, he arrives home and wants to get food and tells me over the phone that he's still a little tipsy. Obviously, I'm pissed. I remain calm and just tell him as we're driving to get... I remain calm and just tell him as we're driving to get food. Next time you want to go... Hold on, what the heck? It makes no sense because she says we're driving to get food, but she's at home and he's out with his friends, right? Or maybe he came home, I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, no, he did. Okay, all right, makes sense. Okay. Okay, so he got home at midnight and then and he wants to get food and he's on the phone with her. So they must not live together. Okay, because I was thinking they were living together. He's still a little tipsy and she got mad at that. She remains calm and tells him as we're driving to get food, next time you want to go, let me drop you off and pick you up. He then proceeds to yell at me saying I was calling him a child and I don't understand how being an adult works and there's a legal limit for reason and he only had 2 beers. In my mind, regardless, you shouldn't be driving under the influence, especially since you've had an accident not too long ago and it's not his car. Needless to say, we didn't get food that night. Am I the asshole? I wouldn't say you're the asshole because that's your car and that's your only car. Like, look, I get it. It was an accident, and that shit happened. And at the same time, she probably looks at it like, bro, you could have died in that accident. And I'm so happy that you didn't. And the fact that you didn't die and, means that you got a second leash on life. And maybe you should, be a little more careful. Don't you think? It kind of makes sense. And then the fact that you got a girl that's kind of looking out for you like that, where she's just like, look, babe, how about I drive you there. You can go ahead and get drunk. You can drink as much as you want. You can have a good time and do what you want to do. And I'll just come pick you up. And that way you can have fun. You can do what you want. You don't have to just, I only had 2 beers and all this other stuff like that. I don't have to worry about my car being crashed. You know what I mean? Like, everything works out. I don't know why he took it as like, you're treating me like a kid, and why are you being like this, and blah, 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 and I'm an adult, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro, chill. Your girl's looking out for you. You know what I mean? Like, she wants to do this for you. What's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, that just makes no sense to me, because it's like, dude, she's just looking out for you. She just wants to do something for you. She wants to do something nice. I don't see anything wrong with that. So I don't know. I don't think you're the asshole though, because that's your only car. I'm being honest with you. You know what I mean? And if he somehow crashes that car, man, you guys are gonna be in hot oil. You never know. So I do not think you're the asshole. All right. Am I overreacting to telling my friend I don't want to be around her husband anymore, and now it's ruined our friendship? All right. So what is going on with the husband? I, 32 female, have had this friend, 29 female, of 8 years, and she has had the same partner, 33 male, throughout our entire friendship. I have had several uncomfortable and inappropriate interactions with her husband, and so have other women within our friends group. So this motherfucker's trying to smash her friends. Man. Some lists or examples are getting drunk, telling us how hot we are, making comments such as, if I wasn't with my current wife, I'd be all up on you. All of us are either married or in a committed relationship. Confessing his feelings towards another friend on more than one occasion, getting caught by his wife jerking off to my sister's adult content Twitter posts. Whoa, okay. Okay, wow. Telling our group of friends when his wife is out of town for business that he's not getting enough attention, and then explaining that he could get anyone and how good looking he is. Only texts me and my girlfriends when his wife is out of town to hang out, but never tries to hang out with us when she is here. Not only all of these inappropriate behaviors, he is also insufferable to be around because he is one of those people who takes it out on you, asks you nothing about yourself, and rattles off all the things going on in their lives in a bragging manner, and tries to consistently one-up you. And this especially happens with other men around as our partners. Not to mention several years ago, before I knew this friend of mine, another friend of mine of 14 years, when we were in high school at a party, this man, my current friend's husband, was trying to coerce her into having sex with him, and locking her in the bathroom and not letting her leave until she finally started screaming for someone to come out to help her. That is when he stopped. The list continues, but this is already getting ridiculously long. We thought because it had been several years later and we adore and love our friend and wanted to give her husband the benefit of the doubt that he has improved as a person, but his current actions have displayed inappropriate predatory behaviors. So, like, have you guys told your friend that he's doing this? Does she not know? I mean, I would think that she doesn't know, just because he only kind of does it when she's gone for business. And so it's like, why is she still with this guy? You know what I mean? That's just kind of creepy. The fact that he's creeping on her friends that are married, mind you, and then he only does it when she's not around or she's on business. So it's like, what the hell is going on here? Because that just kind of seems a little, to me, yeah, like, does she not know? Does she not want to break up with this dude? Does she not want to divorce him? Whatever the case may be, because that's just a little too much. And then on top of that, he's out here like looking at his wife's sister's, sexual content on Twitter and all this. Like, dude, what the hell? I don't know about all that. Like, if I'm being honest with you, I think that she should know. You know what I mean? Like, she should know what's kind of going on, because that's a little too much. You know what I mean? That's doing a little too much. And I think she should know and be able to figure this out. And then if you guys aren't telling her, then you guys are kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think she's overreacting, or any of the friends are overreacting, because that's a lot. You know what I mean? The fact, like, he's clearly, blatantly trying to fuck her friends. Like 100%. And then, he's trying to be, alpha male, when their husbands are around. He's like, oh, well, me, I did this thing and it was so much better than your thing. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, man, your thing doesn't even compare to what I had going on, this time. Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, shut up. You know what I mean? But no, I do not think you guys are overreacting. I think that's weird. And hopefully you as friends tell his wife, like, yo, this is what's going on, because I think she has a right to know. That's a bit creepy. That's a bit creepy. And he's doing it blatantly too. He's not hiding it. He's not like being sneaky about it. None of that shit. He's really trying. All right. On to our next one. My husband had sex with another woman in front of our 8-month-old. Oh, Jesus. Okay. My husband has been cheating on me since I was 2 months pregnant. I'm just finding out about this woman my husband has been seeing. He has a schedule when he has this lady over our house. Usually it's when I'm at work. My husband has a work from home job. They have sex on our bed. Our crib is in front of our bed. My husband is with our baby most of the time. They have gotten rather serious, and they have been talking about when he's going to leave me. He planned to leave me whenever her PPD gets better. She lost her mother last summer, and she's still grieving. She's a mess, and she has no one but me. What the fuck? That is crazy how this woman is just like, I'm so willing to be in a relationship with a guy who has a wife and a kid, and she knows all this. She's with the baby. Like, as a mom, I know that would fuck you up. There's another woman banging my man and taking care of my baby. Like, who the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck is... Oh, my God. He made me sound so pathetic. I came home early. I had suspicions of my husband cheating. Some of his stories wasn't adding up recently. I told my work I had to leave early. I parked my car a few houses before ours. I saw her car parked, took a photo of her license plate. I walked inside my house and saw them laying in bed, naked in my bed. She was on my pillow and my sheets. My baby is just now starting to be able to stand on his legs, and he was just standing in his crib looking at all of us. I got so mad that they had sex not only in our house, my bed, but in front of our baby. They both said I'm acting like a dumbass because my baby is so young, and most couples have sex in front of their babies under 14 months. I started assaulting them both. I probably shouldn't have done that because she started recording me, and she's saying I'm an unfit mother and physically abusive, and now I won't have my baby when my husband divorces me. His mistress called me an ugly bitch, and I gave her a bloody nose, and she recorded her injuries. I also punched my husband and kicked him in the balls and pushed him on the wall and squeezed his balls until I heard him scream. My husband also filed a divorce before I could. Oh yeah, I'm using a burner account. This is awfully personal, and I don't want to attract any stalkers or creeps. Oh man. I mean, you didn't have to do all the physical shit. That was kind of stupid of you. You know what I mean? But I mean, the fact that she sat there and was just like, you're an unfit mom. It's like, bro, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? Homeboy, like, that homeboy just made a fool of you, if I'm being honest with you. And it's like, she's the unfit mom? Come on, bruh. That's crazy. And then they're like, oh, no, of course, it's fine to have sex in front of... But it's like, oh, yeah, if that's the baby's parents, sure. But this rando bitch is not his mom. You know? Like, bro, like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, the baby's over here thinking, like, oh, yeah, that's my mom. Like, that's crazy. And probably thinks like his actual mom, you know, in his baby brain or his baby head, you know, he's thinking just like, oh, you know, this lady, she like comes and goes, you know, and it's cool. But this lady, she's in bed with dad, so that must be my mom then, you know? Like, he's not gonna know. He doesn't understand. That's kind of crazy. And it's even crazier that the woman, or the mistress, if you will, she's okay with all this. She's like, oh, you're married and you have a wife and a kid? Like, I still want to be with you. Like, what? Why is she okay with this? It blows my mind. Dude, and then on top of that, he's been cheating on his wife with this girl since his wife got pregnant. So this has been a long time thing. Like, bro, why has he waited so long? That's what I'd like to know. Why has he waited so long? Because think about it like this. It's at least been over a year that they've been doing this. Because if I remember, so, or no, it hasn't. It's only been what? Maybe 11 months, so close to a year, because he started cheating on his wife with this girl before the baby was born and stuff like that. She said all throughout her pregnancy. That's 9 months of them just cheating, and then baby comes, and she said 2 months later is when she found out. So for 11 fucking months, this dude has been cheating, but it's like, why? And then on top of however old the baby is, because I think the baby is what, like 8 months old or something like that. Yeah, 8-month old. So it's like, it's probably even more than that. This is probably at least almost 2 years of like him just cheating and doing this. It's like, bro, why didn't you just leave? Why didn't you, like, if this girl is so down to be with you, regardless of you having a wife and a baby, why not just leave your wife like forever ago? That I don't get. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, dude? I mean, I guess he was just enjoying having both, I guess. Or he was just like, maybe I can't afford this place without her or something. I don't know. Because that's wild as hell, man. That is wild as hell. All right. Okay, on to our next one. My wife cheated on me with a younger man and continues to talk to him. Damn.
She belongs to the streets.
This is pretty raw still, but I was coming home with my wife and she got a text message and the car announced, "You have a message from George." So the wife is 49. I'm a 54 male. I asked her who was George. She wouldn't say and wouldn't let me see the message, and admittedly she had an affair. She left, said we were over, and was gone while my whole world exploded on me. She came back and we talked, and she said she didn't know if she wanted to stay together but would give it a try. She also asked me to show her how to block George's number. That same day, she said she left her purse in her car and was gone for a bit. So I went to check and find her texting George. I called her out on it and she said, "I just blocked his text. I didn't say I would never stop talking to him again." Yo, That's fucked up. That's grimy. She was just like, oh, I never said I was going to stop talking to him, but I blocked his number for you. Isn't that good enough? Like, wow.
Bruh.
That's fucked up. Damn. She got mad and drove off. Like, how the fuck is she going to get mad? Like you cheating. You're the one cheating and you're mad. Like, oh, okay. I knew where the guy lives because months ago she had me set up her phone so I could track her for safety reasons on Google Maps. I didn't follow her, but she texted me telling me how... hold on. I didn't follow her, but she texted me telling me how by me telling my family and our son I had humiliated her. She wanted a divorce and we both agreed to cohabitate just because neither of us could afford to move out. She stated today that she is willing to go to counseling, but is going to talk to George still because he's her only friend she can talk to. I said, I don't care, and I am willing to see if she is still talking to George, or said I don't care, and I am waiting to see if she is still talking to George or not, and if she does, I'm ending it because I'm stuck in the apartment until August with her. She's only been seeing the guy for less than 10 days, but apparently have this bonding friendship, which I say, fuck that, exactly. I can't even express how I feel. I haven't cried in so long, but now I am randomly crying and feeling so much despair, humiliation, and loneliness. I don't trust her anymore, or anyone else for that matter. She went to take our son to an appointment, and I obsessed over whether she was talking to George. I thought about killing myself, but the thought of her and George spending my life insurance bothers me to no end. I now am waiting to talk to a counselor to vent my feelings. I still love my wife and told her I could forgive her, but she needs to talk to me and quit this crap with George. She hasn't given me a straight answer yet. Man. Woo, this episode has been chock full of juicy cheating motherfuckers. God damn, man. It's just crazy. She out here just like, I don't give a fuck about you anymore, man. You about to be 60 and I don't give a shit. I want me some young meat. I'm ready for that young, he's probably like 30 years old or something like that. And she's like, I'm ready to get some young meat. I'm done with you, bro, Ham. And then she thinks this George guy likes her. Nigga, let's be honest here. This dude George is smashing them cheeks, but he ain't gonna wife you. He ain't gonna move you in. He's not gonna give you any kind of future. Once you start talking about that type of shit with George and being like, oh, you know, I would love to like move in with you or something like that, blah, blah, blah. He's going to be like, oh, yeah, about that. Like, you know, I'm not really, you know, looking for anything serious. So I'm not really, you know what I mean? And she's over here thinking like, oh my God, you know, George is going to whisk me away from this life and I'll live a different life and blah, blah, blah. And nah, man. George is smacking them cheeks and that's it, baby girl. Like, you know, like this dude's young. He doesn't care to wife up an old chick. Come on, man. Let's be honest here. That's just the way it is. He's a younger dude. He's in his 30s, I bet. And he's like, dude, I'm not trying to marry you. What are you talking about? And George probably knows. George probably knows she has a husband, so that gives him even more reason to be like, I'm just smacking these cheeks and that's it. Like, come on, man. You know, like this is what's wrong sometimes with a lot of the cheating stories I go over. A lot of times when the person is cheating, they think that the other person is so in it for them and that they're in for a relationship and everything's going to be great. And they don't realize like the reason this is so exciting and the reason why you like this person or whatever is because you're cheating. It's the excitement and the thrill. Like once all that is gone, I mean, your relationship really isn't based on anything other than that. So once the thrill and excitement is gone, it's like, that's it. They don't want to be with you anymore. They're going to go get something new and more exciting, you know? And it's just like, that's why like cheating relationships most of the time never really work. it's like, dude, what's going on? And I've seen it thousands of times. I've just seen it over and over and over again, just doing over the course of doing this show. I've just seen it happen over and over and over and over and over again. And it's just like, dude, it just never works out ever. So why do it? You know what I mean? I get it. It's the excitement, the thrill of it and all that kind of stuff. And that's why they do it. But it's like, there's no future out of that. Why are you trying to make a future out of something that is just not going to last? You know what I mean? But hey, they still try, man. They fucking still try. But that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching to this beautiful Sunday episode. My God, it was juicy. Woo! Man, this episode was juicy. From the thread to the scenarios, my God, you motherfuckers is crazy out there, man. I love all the cheating stories and all the craziness you guys love to send in. Thank you guys so much for all that, man. You guys really make this show happen, and I appreciate that so much. Again, I did fix all the links in the description, so all the links do work now. We added another link for the playlist for Haunting Adeline episodes. Patreon.com/MyTheAssholePodcast. $3 a month gets you an exclusive episode, as well as being able to send in your scenarios to be featured on Tuesday and Sunday episodes like these people did. TikTok as well as Instagram, man. TikTok is blowing up. We're on our road to 10K, man. We're almost there. I appreciate all the support over there and help with that. If you guys want to help even more on the free 99 side, go ahead and head over to youtube.com/My The Asshole Podcast, or just hit the link tree. That does work now. And go ahead and click on YouTube, subscribe over there, and that helps a lot. Even if you don't watch over there, it does help. Rate the podcast, keep downloading, and do the dang thing, man. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. So, yeah, peace and chicken grease.